Hi, this is John with the Adams Team Real Estate, and this is your February 2022 real estate market update. The St. Louis real estate market has been very interesting over the last couple of years, but even just looking at the last month, the amount of inventory that we currently have is totally unprecedented. We have, just in the last month, the inventory in the metro area, depending on what county you're in, has dropped 10 to 20%. So for any buyers out there or anyone looking at the market who feels like, why am I not seeing anything? Well, that's been the case. You're just not seeing very much because there's very little inventory out there. So there's been a lot of churn to it. So a lot of the nicer homes, they hit the market and they're gone. So a point in time measurement, like the number of active listings on the market, that only shows part of the story. To get the full story, we also have to look at the churn. So the number of houses sold in January versus the number of houses sold in January last year, depending on the county. In St. Louis County, we're about 5% less, 5% fewer homes in January sold this year than a year ago. In St. Charles County, that number's 30%. So we're seeing the impact there as well. So that's one factor hitting the market right now for anyone looking at buying or selling. The other major factor hitting the market is the interest rate. We have seen interest rates go from the low threes to now up towards 4%, possibly even in the low fours in some points. That has a huge impact on a buyer's ability to buy. For every 1% gain in the interest rate, that actually impacts a buyer's purchasing power by about 12%. So take, for example, someone who wants a $2,000 monthly payment just for their principal and interest. They would be looking at 3%, they could afford a $475,000 loan. At 4%, they can afford a $420,000 loan. So huge impact there on the buyer's purchasing power. This definitely, in a normal market, would have downward pressure on prices. We're not in a normal market based on these inventory numbers. We have excessive demand and we have very limited supply of homes. So while this impacts the buyers and their ability to buy, it may be shifting many of the buyers from looking at homes in this price point to now homes in this price point. But for people selling in this price point, there's so much excessive demand that from the very top, that's going to be moving down. So the impact actually on the sellers, they might have a different buyer pool who may have previously been looking at higher prices, but now is looking at their prices. For buyers, it's going to do the same thing. It's going to move you down the price point, potentially. Overall, interest rates have downward pressure on prices, but the constrictions on supply and the excessive demand that we have should probably keep those prices fairly stable, and it's really just shifting who is buying what in the market right now. So anyway, that's your February 2022 real estate market update. If you have any questions or you're curious how this might impact you and your situation, feel free to reach out, give me a call. I'd love to hear from you.